The Bhagavad Gita does not begin inside a temple. It begins on a battlefield, moments before history is about to change forever. On one side stood the Kauravas, on the other stood the Pandavas. Between them was not just land, but years of insult, injustice, and broken peace. Far away in Hastinapur, the blind king Dhritarashtra asked Sanjaya one question: "What are my sons and the sons of Pandu doing on the battlefield of Dharma?" Sanjaya, blessed with divine sight, began to describe everything. But this was not just a report of war, it was the beginning of a spiritual awakening. He saw the Kaurava army, vast and powerful, filled with kings, warriors, elephants, chariots, and men ready to fight for Duryodhana.
Duryodhana looked across the battlefield. His pride was strong, but even he could see the strength of the Pandava army. He approached Dronacharya, the great teacher who had trained both sides, the guru who had shaped Arjuna into the warrior the world feared.
And beside them stood Bhishma, the grandsire of the family, a man bound by duty, vows, and a destiny he could not escape.
Across the field stood the Pandavas. They had not come because they desired war. They had come because every road to peace had been refused.
Their kingdom had been taken. Their dignity had been wounded. Even 5 villages would have been enough to stop the war. But pride rejected peace.
Then Bhishma lifted his conch. The old warrior's breath carried the weight of an entire dynasty.
The sound roared across Kurukshetra like thunder, and suddenly, conches answered from every direction.
Then Krishna and Arjuna raised their divine conches. On their chariot flew the flag of Hanuman, moving like courage itself in the wind. Krishna was the charioteer. Arjuna was the warrior. Together, they stood at the center of a war that would test the soul of humanity. Before the first arrow was released, Arjuna turned to Krishna and made one request. He said, "Take my chariot between the 2 armies. I want to see those who have come here to fight."
Krishna said nothing. He simply guided the chariot forward, into the space where destiny was waiting.
The chariot stopped between the 2 armies. And from there, Arjuna saw the battlefield clearly for the first time. He saw Bhishma, the elder he respected like a grandfather. A man he loved, now standing on the opposite side.
He saw Dronacharya, the teacher, who had placed a bow in his hands and taught him how to become a warrior.
Then he saw cousins, uncles, friends, students, kings he had known, people who had once shared the same halls and the same memories.
In that moment, Kurukshetra changed. It was no longer a field of enemies. It became a field of family.
Arjuna's strength began to leave him. His mouth became dry. His body trembled. His mind, once sharp as an arrow, became clouded.